Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela Web Dev. Everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are on the other side now. So we have made the design. In our previous video, we have designed our calculator app UI. And in this video, we are finally going to write the code to print numbers on the screen when we click the buttons. So that is what we are trying to do. For this, we will use the Android Studio and we will be using the view binding. So right, in our previous videos, I have explained you about the instead of using find view by ID, we'll be using the view binding. I'll try to do it. Why view binding? Before writing any logic, normally we will be using we need to enable the view binding in our project. So view binding, what it will do, it helps us access UI components directly and it will avoid us using the find view by ID and it will help you write cleaner and safer code. So how we can enable the view binding? First go to the project directory, okay, and inside this one, so you can able to see the Gradle scripts, and inside this Gradle scripts you will be able to see the build.gradle.kts file, and inside this file you will see an Android block. So here this is an Android block, you will be able to see, and just below the plugins block or somewhere wherever you want it you can do it. So here what you can able to do it is, so just you can write something like a new block section, build features, okay. Inside this one you can keep it as in view binding is equal to true. That's it. In some API versions or something less, so you will be able to see, you can remove this one is equal to. So fine. So now you need to click on the sync now button at the top right corner. It will be available for you. So I have pressed on the sync now button. So Gradle synchronization now it is completed. So let's go to our activity main activity file. So now after enabling the view binding, Android automatically creates a binding class for us. Since our layout file is activity underscore main.xml file, the generated class name will be activity main binding. So that is the main thing. So create view binding variable. Let's go here, and here I will be having late init where main binding, which is of type main binding which is of type activity main binding. So why? Because this one is an activity which is an activity underscore main. This variable represents the entire activity underscore main layout. So inside the on create method, just above the set content view or something like that, so here you can write main binding is equal to, so here what we will be trying to do it is main binding is equal to, so here we will be having activity main binding dot inflate of layout inflator. So fine, now create another variable in such a way that where view is equal to main binding dot root, and here you can remove this r dot layout and all those things, and here you can write the view. So now this is the thing. So if you, here you get the val because we are not changing it. So now finally we have completed. View binding is now fully set up. The main binding object now represents the buttons, text views, all UI components in the activity underscore main.xml file. So we no longer need the find view by ID. The default value on the screen. So most calculator apps show 0 by default. So inside the on create, so what we can do it is, so here main binding dot text view result dot text is equal to, so you can show the 0 by default. Fine. Now create a global variable outside on create a global variable like something like here where number, which is of type string and which is an optional, and you can keep it as a null. So this is our thing. So why do we need this one? This variable helps us track if the screen is empty or if numbers already exist on the screen. So now let's try to create a function that is nothing but function on number clicked or something like this, and here you'll be able to get the clicked number which is of type string. So this is the thing, and here you can check if number is equal to null, then what we need to do here, so you can have number is equal to clicked number, else so what you can do it is number plus is equal to clicked number, and here you can have main binding dot text view result dot text is equal to number. So this is the code which I would be trying to write it. Finish. So now we need to create the click event listeners for the button 0. So here I can write something like main binding dot btn0 btn0 dot set on click listener, and here you can write something like on number clicked off. So you can send the 0 like this. That's it. So this means that when button 0 is clicked, 0 is sent to the on number clicked. So add click event listener for all the buttons like button 1, button 2, button 3, so on to button 9. So here you can write something like here button 0 is there. Here I can use button 1. Okay, button 1, and here I can write the 1. Same scenario, what I would be trying to do it is button 2, button 3, button 4, button 5, button 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have written up to here 9. So button 0, button 1, button 2, btn 2, button 2, and here I can write the 2, and this one is btn 3, and here I could have 3, and here is btn 4, and I could have this one as 4, and this one is btn 5, and I can have this one as 5, and this one is btn 6, like btn 6, and I can have this one as 6, and this one is btn 7, and I can have this one as 7, and this one is btn 8, and I can have this one as 8, and this one is btn 9, and I can have this one as 9. That's it. So now let's try to run this app, and we'll try to see whether these are working properly or not. So I will be refreshing this app. So let's rerun this app again. So now let's try to see whether the numbers are printing or not. So 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 0. Everything is working fine as usual. Perfect. So numbers are printing just like a real calculator. So what we have did in this video, so we have enabled the view binding and removed the findViewById and created a reusable number click function, and we have printed numbers dynamically on the screen. So in the next video, we will try to activate the operator buttons like plus, minus, into, something like that. So stay tuned. So if you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye.